guys. We're now going to do audience questions. We've done our 2 pints ones, but we sent you out, when you bought your tickets, we sent you out a questionnaire. And you told us some of, well, we're not doing our questions yet, we're doing our stories. First of all, you sent us some stories, and then you sent us some questions. So we're going to have a little chat about some of your stories. Michelle Crab. Where's Michelle?
Where's Michelle? Where's Michelle Crab? Oh, she's the one like that, isn't she?
Where's Michelle? Well, let's not find out where Michelle is. Let's read the story first and then see whether she wants to be identified.
Strap yourself in for this one. It's a long one.
Okay, this story's very long.
Brace yourself.
When we were with the kids in the car heading to Blackpool, I had what can only be described as gut rot. It was cold and the heating in the car was on full. I had one twinge too many in my stomach, so decided to delicately, and this is literally what she's written, to delicately let the hot, steaming, rotting gas pass through my bum cheeks. However, the gas decided to do a detour and cheekily made its way up my front bum. She's put, I shit you not, although she did, she's put, not gonna lie, this is after the front, not gonna lie, this was quite a pleasant sensation. She's farted up her own fanny and gone, ooh. Right. The stench hit my nostrils first, and I knew it was game over. My 4-year-old son screamed out, "What is that smell?" My girlfriend, Alan...
Don't judge.
My girlfriend, Alan...
She can't say anything.
Not allowed. Don't make this ring.
Don't let that ring.
My girlfriend, Alan, side-glanced at me and said, "Is that you?" I couldn't answer out of horror. The smell kept coming, and the heat in the car only helped it to ferment.
This is that crab girl. Farty Fanny.
My face... My face was glowing hot just like my arse cheeks. The smell lasted all the way to Blackpool, and to this day, we talk about the night I nearly shat myself in the car. Nearly!
Wow.
I love that. I actually love the fact that that's a 10-page story about a fart.
A fart?
She just farted in the car and it was bad.
Wow. Is any girls out there that have farted and gone, "Oh, that was quite nice on the old fanny"?
My father-in-law, right?
What?
My...
Where's this going?
My father-in-law he's 72, he's never farted in front of a woman in his whole life. He walks out of the room. I was like, "Fuck off, John, what are you doing?" He's like, "You'd be up and down like a fucking jack in a box." Yeah, he's never farted in front of a woman his whole life.
Wow.
How long was it before you farted in front of Michelle?
I'll tell you, I know exactly when it was because we met on Oh What a Night, and we went back to someone's flat for a few drinks, and one of the other lads in the show farted, and she laughed, and I went, "Fucking floodgates."
That's my future wife right there.
It's the key in the door, innit? You go, "Well, I've been stifling and making myself feel ill, and she thinks it's funny." She said, I've regretted that moment ever since.
Be honest.
Now I'm going, "Get on there." What do you think about that one? Give that a grading.
Why is it called a Dutch oven? Just think, in Holland, everyone's just opening an oven going, "Oh, that stinks of fart." It's so weird. Okay, Jesus, that is a long one. Milena and Matthew. Milena and Matthew?
Milena.
There you guys are. Milena and Matthew. I loved watching my son Matthew be on ball patrol for the Women's World Cup in 2018 and knocking over an international footballer. What did you do, 2-footer? You what? Hockey player? How am I supposed to know? You put the Women's World Cup, give me a fucking clue. How am I supposed to go, "Hey, you're going to watch the World Cup in Qatar"? "Yeah, I can't wait for it." Hockey?
I'll take it.
Break. Okay, fair enough, Matthew. Let's see what else we got. Kirsten McMillan.
She's in this show more than me.
Kirsten McMillan has said that Kay, her friend, I guess Kay, a.k.a. Miss Parker, used to get her boobs out to a DJ in a local club to get a free bottle of the nastiest bottle of champagne. Then she would change her top with another girl and do it again and again and again. We hardly spent a thing back in the day, she says. Now, Kirsten, I know you're in. Kay, is Kay in?
Where is she, Kay?
Kay,
Where's Kay?
let's get the house lights up. I want to see who this lady is. Kay, there she is. Oh, hello.
Kay.
Give us a wave. There she is.
Yeah.
Now, Kay, listen. Now, I know we talked about nasty champagne, but this is M&S Prosecco.
Yeah, we should get fucking both sides here. For that's expensive.
Fucking hell, Will.
What?
Stop harassing the audience. Well, that's nice Prosecco, fingers and tops.
Yes! Yes, exactly. I didn't say it, did I? He did. Thank you.
He definitely meant it.
Fingers and tops?
Yeah, don't repeat it. Yeah, exactly.
I've never heard that.
Well, it's okay. Just for generally, just being you, I think we'll...
Is she doing it?
No, she's not. Sit down.
I thought that's what she was going to do.
Dave, could you pass this to Kay, just on general principles,
There you go,
please?
Kay. That's just for...
Kay, there you go. Kay, that doesn't contractually mean oblige you to do anything, but, whatever you like. James Bremer. James, where are you?
Here,
he's
James.
right here.
How are you, mate? Right at the front.
We went out in Prague for a mate's stag do. My best friend, Jerry Enu. That you? No?
Is that you? Not you?
He's not him. Fuck him. In fact, it says my best friend Jerry Enu sitting next to me, and you just mugged him right off. He's got a new girl and he hasn't turned up.
See, she's tried to change him.
All right.
What do you mean you're going to that show?
There you go.
There won't be any of that anymore.
5 years' time, she's going to leave him for someone just like Jerry. My friend Jerry Enu, not sitting next to me, got chatting to an Irish girl who had such a square head. Oh, my God. Who had such a square head, I thought she was related to SpongeBob SquarePants. Honestly, her forehead had right angles. Later that night, to be fair, maybe there's just an Irish girl with a petite angular face who's going, I once met this guy Jerry who was a fucking prick. Later that night, I went to the room to find Jerry in bed with her. I saw a foot out at the bottom of the bed with loads of hair on it. I thought it was his, but it turned out it was SpongeBob with a hairy foot. It was like SpongeBob and Bigfoot had had a baby. And the beer goggles made Jerry fancy her. He will never live this down. And he's not here tonight because he's with her now. What a beautiful, beautiful story where we can all just be nice about each other.
We're sponsored by Manscaped, so if you know us still, tell her we can shave her foot.
It works
for
for feet. Sarah Shilton, where's Sarah? Sarah?
Sarah.
There, she's over there. There we go.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for coming out, love.
Sarah says, in a bar with my husband, he gets drunk and vomits in someone's glass and walks away.
Oh.
Is the gentleman here? But don't put your hand up, keep it down.
No,
he's just thinking, can't be as bad as anything Will's done.
Yeah. What?
Oh, it happened once. This is not like a thing that he does.
What I want to know is...
It's Friday night, it's vomit in a glass time.
What I want to know is, did he stay in the bar? Did he go, "Huh? Let's just move over here a bit. Carry on drinking, or did you leave? You stayed,
Did you?
see? Stay. Nothing can ruin a night out in Warsaw.
Hey.
Put that there.
What was
go
it?
Dance
Was
over
it
here.
an all-you-can-drink
All you
night?
can drink.
So it was a tactical chunder.
Yeah. I better make room
There's
for
a
the
lot
rest
of
of it.
nodding faces going, yeah, tactical chunder, I've done that, yeah. Means you've got another 3 hours drinking in you. All right, fair enough.
I'm with you. Nice shout.
Okay. Stephen Lawton, where are you, mate? Stephen's right here. Now, this is a lovely one. For a few years, I told my partner, Leslie, that I would never get married again after a very rocky first marriage, and Leslie was totally cool with it. It became a running joke between us that when we went to restaurants or any other romantic time, like Valentine's Day or whatever, I'd grab her hand and look into her eyes and say romantically something like, will you, and I'd look like I was going down on one knee and continue, will you want a dessert? Or want to go shopping or iron my shirt?
Lick my balls.
And I was like...
Just add in more. I was just adding.
I mean, he did say Valentine's Day, so fair.
Exactly.
As I said, this became a running joke between us. After a few years together, we went on our first holiday together abroad to Tenerife. It may have been the heat or the drink, but I looked at Leslie and I thought, yes, I do want to spend the rest of my life with this woman. I'm going to ask her to marry me. I had a word with the hotel, booked the best table with a fantastic view. I was going to pop the question on the last night of our time there. However, it all went tits up. The chef was ill, so they didn't open the restaurant that night, and the one we had to go to didn't have the same vibe, so I left it there, decided to do it back in the UK. Once home, I booked a table at our local tapas restaurant to keep the holiday vibe. I was so nervous, there was no indication to tell me that Leslie would even say yes. We sat at the table, ordered drinks and food. I thought I'd wait till after the first drink, pluck up the courage, but I couldn't get a word in edgeways. Leslie was talking about this and that. That's marriage for you. So I grabbed her hand, looked into her eyes, and said, look, will you shut up? I'm trying to ask you something. She stopped talking, looked at me, and I said, will you marry me? Leslie looked at me and said, are you joking? I said, no, I'm serious. Will you marry me? And Leslie said, yes. No, wait. We split up 3 weeks later. That last bit was a lie. Congratulations, guys. That's fantastic. Jackie wants to know, how high can we piss up a wall?
How high can you piss up a wall?
Well, do you remember doing the credits for 2 Pints we had to piss up the wall? Do you remember?
Oh,
in the opening credits for 2 Pints, there's a bit where there's like, it's not a wall, it's a shipping container, right? And we're both stood there, and they gave us fairy liquid bottles filled with water, and they were like, okay, go, and we'll shoot over your shoulder, and it'll look like, anyway, the bottles were shit and whatever, and we both went, look, we both need a piss, let's just fucking do it. So we did that, and this dickhead, right, I'm pissing up the wall, and because I was like 12 years younger than him, he was like, he just had his prostate, like it wasn't sort of going well, right? He didn't have a lot of power, right, and it just went, and the wind caught it, and he pissed right in my face. Right in my face. And there's a bit in the credits of 2 Pints where you see me go, oh! And then it cuts, and that's me getting a face full of piss. So there you go.
Yeah.
This is a good one from Kerry Hall. If you were not in showbiz, what would you have done? We actually talked about this on the pod, but your answer always makes me laugh.
Well, no, I'd be a wheeler dealer. I'd buy and sell stuff and probably rob a few things.
He'd be a criminal.
I won't be a criminal. But
You just said I would rob a few
no,
things.
but do you know what I mean? Like nick a few quid. Do you know, like you do.
Yeah, a criminal.
No, I mean, you do what you can to get by in life. You know, I love a little win. Oh, just like, honestly, I once we went shopping for a car seat, Alfred's. I love my little wins, and I was like, $69.99 for a pissing car seat. Why can't we just strap him in? So this is only 8 months old. Get what? So anyway, we go to the till.
Ounce.
So we go to the till, and this girl's a big 2 Pints fan, and she's all, hey, can we have a picture? I was like, yeah, no problem. And because she was so distracted, she put $6.99 on the thing, and I went, fucking get out. Come on, get it out, fucking. Shut the fuck up.
Never moved so quick in his life.
Honestly, it was one of the best days of my life. I love a win like that, and that's what. I mean, my dad was a proper wheeler dealer. Yeah, he was. I mean, he went to prison, so I mean, he was a bit of a criminal as well. Yeah, we had a black and white TV downstairs and 8 coloured TVs in the loft. Ram-rated rumbelows. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably be a bit of a buyer and seller, and yeah, that sort of thing.
Becky Alexander wants to know what really happened to Johnny. It's a good question. I mean, I guess up until recently, Johnny had been eaten by a shark, but now that he hasn't, there's not really any we don't know the storyline of like where he's been all this time. I assume if we can get the show to actually ever happen, we'll find out.
I had an idea that Johnny, when they said he'd been eaten by a shark, maybe owed some money out in Runcorn, Liverpool, whatever it was, and then he had to go on the run from a loan shark.
Oh.
And he's been hiding out ever since, and that's why he was on a beach, and he can come back, and then...
Yeah, we suggested that to Susan, and she went, nah.
Josh P, to both of you, what would be your last meal on death row?
Oh, mine would be, I love a curry, so curry and a pint, but I would eat it a grain of rice at a time. Because it can't kill you till you finished it. I'll be going...
Hey, you'd be dropping it on the floor going, that grain of rice after a week, no problem there. That's the answer to how long would you leave it on the floor,
Seriously.
as long as it fucking took.
It would be the longest meal of your life. Hang on.
Okay.
Another bit of rice.
Kat would like to know, my boyfriend wants to know, who is the longest in the shower? Well, 2 answers to that. There's the literal answer and the euphemism answer. Will is very, very vain, so he washes himself from top to toe, and I have a longer dick. Okay.
You all know the pencil story.
Yeah.